Any time or place, real or imagined. Just think about where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through. Where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through. Where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through. Where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through. Where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through. Where you want to go and what you want to do and walk on through.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel where everything is so Vidushi. Hope I have got you on a good day with a little bit of time to spare to join me on this family trip. We're going to Bangalore, Chikmagalur and Mysore. So get comfortable, treat yourself to some snacks and feel free to get excited. We are starting our journey from Mumbai, Chhatrapati Shivaji Airport Terminal 2, baby. So let's do this. Now, I had traveled by air once before in my life, but I have zero recollection of that experience because I was like 8 or something, I don't know. So this was my first time really seeing an airport. We made it through luggage checking without any problems, which was the part I was slightly anxious about, even if I followed all the packing rules. After which I enjoyed some people watching and washroom exploring. Super dry. For my first time at the airport, I think I dressed well to fit in because I saw like 5 other girls with a white tee and joggers combo. So yeah, good job, me.
25 60.
So like 15 minutes more to go. Nice. After some waiting, observing, and more waiting, it was time to board the flight. First time on the flight as an adult. Let's do this. No sequence already launched. Are we taking off?
Yeah. The flying time today from takeoff to touchdown is expected to be 1 hour and 25 minutes. Do let us know if there is anything we can do to make your flight more comfortable. We wish you a pleasant flight. Thank you.
So, here's the tea on my first time
Pink
flight.
lights kitli cool lage the. Baju mein yellow hai. Also aerospace kitli cool hai.
I absolutely loved it. I loved listening to the flight instructions.
Make sure your own mask is placed correctly before assisting others.
Iconic. I love the part where the pilot announced his name and of everyone else with him. I love the plane taking off and the view outside. I loved reading on the plane and looking up to see the literal sky outside. I'm glad to get this video out so I can delete the 50 different videos I took of every cloud we passed. And yeah, overall, it was very cool. So glad I got to experience it finally. Anyways, just like that, it was time to land and we were at the Bengaluru International Airport. I hope I'm pronouncing all of this correctly. My mom told me to film these elephants, so here you go. After a super long drive to the service departments we were staying at, and I mean a super long drive, it was finally time to see my Bangalore resident brother and explore the city with him. I'm about to tell you a secret, so shh, don't tell the others. I was unsure if I wanted to vlog this trip at all, so I went to Bangalore without doing any research of my own and not knowing what to expect except for the traffic, which my brother had told me about many a times before. For our first location, we visited the Music Museum. They had these interactive screens there which let you hear a lot of cool music in different genres. They didn't get it on camera because it used headphones, but this one's my favorite, so I'll explain it to you while you guys watch. So they took a scene from a Bollywood movie, Sholay and Barfi, both my favorites, and they played the scene with different music in background just to let you know the impact that different background music has on the mood and tone of a scene. And as someone who spends a week selecting music before they even start editing their vlogs, I really liked it. I also ended up learning a lot about the origins of different genres of music and the way that culture and music have impacted each other in India over the years. I would definitely recommend this museum to anyone who is interested in music, like, the way it is made, the way it is used, and also if you're a Bollywood enthusiast like me, there's a lot here for you.
Rest in peace, Raju Rastogi.
So yeah, check this place out if you get a chance. After this, we went to the Botanical Gardens and we were late, so we missed the time for the bus ride and had to stick to exploring small parts of the garden on foot. And we were all really tired. But it was still a lovely experience even if incomplete. We wrapped up the first day of our visit with a nice dinner at the 13th floor restaurant, after which I ended up going out with my brother and his friends and they showed me a lot of cool places around Bangalore. We ended up eating waffles at 2 a.m. It was so cool. I don't have any pictures because the night camera quality of my phone straight up sucks, and also it's weird to pull out your phone when you're with new people, so I didn't do that. Next day, we visited the HAL Aerospace Museum and I was told by a server member to try out their simulator. Their simulator was out. Rest in peace. So we just stuck to looking at all the cool aeroplanes and learning about the history and making jokes about MBTI personality types because I don't actually understand anything about aeroplanes, I'm sorry.
I prefer INTPs, but okay.
After that, we got some ghee puri idli and filter coffee at the Rameshwaram Café for lunch.
Rameshwaram Café, Brookfield. हाँ हाथ का सेड़ी है फिल्टर काफी मस्त है
Nice. And it was really good. And then it was time to visit the National Gallery of Modern Art. They had this exhibition of watercolor paintings by the artist Bireswar. There were so many of them and all of them were so pretty. This one being my personal favorite. We also got to see this really interesting collection of sculptures. I live for the whimsy of these little guys. Look how cool. And I also took pictures of these two paintings because they had 3D embossings. I'm not sure if that's the right word. And the pictures did not include the name of the artist. So after coming home, I tried reverse searching them hoping to find something, but I can't. So that's how you know you're getting exclusive content, baby. Well, lucky for me and you if you're interested in these paintings, I wrote to NGMA Bengaluru on literally every platform they were on and they were kind enough to respond to my email. So now we know the name of the artist. I ended that day with some more socializing with some more cool people and dog, and I look kind of cute while doing that. So here are some pics. For our last day in Bangalore, we had lunch at MTR, 10 out of 10. Please get the South Indian thali. And then we visited the Bengaluru Palace. They had a cool antique collection. I think the photography was prohibited inside, which is why I don't have any. But I did look cute and I took some pictures outside. So here are some pics. That night we had a lovely dinner at the Windmills Brewery with my brother's friends. Thank you Bengaluru for the amazing experience and shout out to the people I met there for all the cool memories. And it was time to wrap it up and embark on a 5-hour long road trip to Chikmagalur.
It's alright by me. It's alright by me. It's alright by me. No, it's okay. I don't know.
started early in the morning for our journey, and yes, we decided to extend the length of our 5-hour journey even more by visiting some historical sites on the way, namely Bellur, Hallebidu, and also the Jain temples nearby. And let me tell you, I was not ready. The architecture dates back to the 12th century. I'm not going to get into what is what because there's so much to take in, but I'll try my best to give you a gist of the experience. Every doorway felt like walking through a portal into a new world. A world full of stories told through stone carvings, some I knew, some I learned. It was hard for me to pick, but I chose some of my favorite footage to show you guys, so here you go. Could you explain the Makar again?
Makar means what you.
પેલું જે mythical creature હતું તે 7 નું fusion.
You see, this is a. ये ऊपर जो
हाँ,
body of pig.
Pig's body,
Okay. Lion's legs.
lion's legs,
Monkey's eyes.
monkey's eyes.
Yeah.
हाँ,
Cow's ears.
हाँ,
Peacock's feather.
हाँ.
And crocodile mouth. Elephant's trunk.
उसके ऊपर जो बैठा है उसकी कोई significance है? वरुणा,
God of monsoon.
god of monsoon. Nice. Every level on every wall had a story to tell, inside and outside. It was like a comic strip, but the most intricate and laborious kind ever made in history. Also, shout out to the guides. There is no way we could take in all the beauty and understand all the stories of these buildings by ourselves. No hurt. On a scale from 1 to 10, I was literally floored and this was life-changing. So if you're ever down south and get a chance to visit, please do. After our journey to Chikmagalur, it was time for Chikmagalur. We arrived at our hotel in Chikmagalur in the evening. Now, it's a hill station mostly known for its coffee plantations and beautiful natural landscape, and we were staying at the Next Day Coffee Grove, which had both. Day 1 in Chikmagalur. I'm so tired. We spent our first evening exploring the resort and chilling. They provided us with bicycles to explore their premises, which were not appropriate for biking whatsoever and were a hiking trail at best. I don't have any footage because the track was super rocky and my phone would not even stay in my pocket or my hand. I had to put it in my bra, but it was really fun. And I think this was my first time bicycling with my brother in ages. Or like, ever. They also had swings, which was fun.
Why me?
We are gonna film Garu.
Waterfall, sun, plants, flowers.
પોયમ લખે છે કેમેરામાં આવે બી છે વોટરફોલ સન કાં ગયો sun There's also swimming and some family games involved. It got pretty competitive. That was day 1. And next morning, it was time to explore the city.
Good morning. Hello. શું કરો છો?
Child. Bye bye. We started our day with a good breakfast and some goofing around. And after that, it was time to head to our first destination, the Coffee Museum of Chikmagalur. They say that coffee was sneaked to India in the late 1600s by some guy in his pocket from Saudi Arabia, and it was first planted in Chikmagalur. That's what I learned from the very moving documentary I saw there. I literally shed tears as a longtime coffee fan.
Okay. But as far as aroma is concerned, this is flavor is concerned.
Smell is so good. I also learned about all the machines to make filter coffee and all the animal wastes people consider fancy. Did you know that 1 kg of coffee beans from this monkey's spit and this cat's poop are more expensive than an iPhone? I made the last part up, but they're crazy expensive. This was certainly an educational experience. Next on the list was the Hirekollale Lake. Was a tourist experience. We suck at time management, so we didn't visit it at the time of sunset as recommended, but it was still really beautiful. Then it was time for the Bhadra Tiger Reserve. We arrived there around lunchtime and had some, not sponsored because Nestle sucks, Maggie at the dhaba. After that, we were ready for our safari to see some tigers. Big mistake. I wish I had read up on the century and done my research about all the other animals in that region because, as we came to learn, tiger sightings are extremely rare and we were not that lucky. But still, luckily, the group we shared our jeep with had done their research and knew their animals, so we spotted deers, bye-bye, red squirrels, monkeys, and much more. We also saw a peacock. And a lot of bisons. And this little guy. And there was also this super old tree which looked really cool. Actually, all the trees look really cool now that I think of it. And they had some funny stuff growing from/on them. Still not sure. We ended our sightseeing for the day with the Mulyannagiri peak. Our GPS took us through a weird route. Is it route or route? I'm going with route. Our GPS took us through a weird route, but the view was amazing, so no complaints. And at last we were at Mulyannagiri. By the time we got there, it was close to getting dark, so we didn't go all the way up, but the peak looked beautiful and we were still pretty high up, so the view was great. I ended my day with some poolside reading. My brother took pictures of Without My Knowledge. God bless him, I look like the main character here. And here's my cool sideshow for your consideration as your YouTube crush. I'm sorry I'm wearing my retainer right now for narrating this particular portion, so deal with it. We still had the next morning in Chikmagalur. There was still one last stop, the Buttermilk Falls. After a bumpy jeep ride through the winds and the dust from the red soil which ruined my white shorts, we were at the falls. And they were absolutely beautiful.
ક્લિયરલી દેખાય છે. મેં તો ચશ્મા નથી પહેર્યા એટલે.
Look at these little fishies in the water. And there were also people bathing under the falls. I did not film that because I'm not a creep. It was a perfect way to spend our morning before another very long car ride. So, thank you Chikmagalur for all the great memories and pictures, and it was time to bid adieu. It was a very long journey. The roads were beautiful and I had a book, so it didn't suck very much. We also had a nice lunch, but it was still 4 hours of sitting in the car until we got to Mysore. We were short on time, so we didn't explore much of Mysore. We went to our hotel. It was very close to the palace. Our rooms were mid, would not recommend, but they had a very fancy washroom with a telephone, so I had a little photo shoot. It was nice. Then we rushed to the Mysore Palace for the daily night light show. A basic rule of good writing is show don't tell, so
Lovely. This is
exposure lock na thatu. Okay, done. Dude. We ended the night with some shopping outside the palace and a lovely dinner on the rooftop restaurant of our hotel. We began our next day, the last day of this trip, with another visit to the Mysore Palace, and we're going inside this time. Guys, it was absolutely grand. I loved everything from the floor to the ceiling. The colors were so bold and stunning, and they had a display of some amazing artworks and portraits of the royals. Few of them were by Raja Ravi Varma, which was an artist that my mom and dad recognized. Apparently he was like really good and a really big deal. So I'm really glad I got to see that in person. Architecture was also so good. The colors fit perfectly. They had painted the walls, the ceilings. There were beautiful carvings everywhere, and I was absolutely awestruck. And I think this palace is right up there with the Jodhpur fort that I showed you guys in the last vlog, which if you've seen the vlog or been there, you know that's a big deal.
definitely a very grand way to end the trip, which brings us to another car ride back to the Bengaluru airport. I was absolutely exhausted and couldn't wait to get home. I bought these new sunglasses at the airport and took these beautiful pics, which were very well received in my server. Links in description if you want to join. The novelty of flying still hadn't washed off me. In fact, I ended up taking even more pictures than I did the first time because of the glorious sunset across the horizon. We witnessed this beautiful view of Mumbai city lights before we landed. A pretty damn good welcome back if you ask me, or a perfect goodbye to everything we left behind. Either way, that's a wrap and it's time to return. It's nice to be home. I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. Be sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments. Give this a thumbs up. You guys know the drill. Thanks to my best friend for filming the door segment. I hope you guys have a wonderful day ahead of you. Take care and I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.